For years, we've been asked to make something bigger. It seemed to go against our philosophy. Off the grid and go anywhere. That means, to us at least, no limits. No Limits is a trailer that's light enough so almost anything can tow it. No Limits is a trailer that's fearless against switchbacks and tight tracks. No Limits is self-sustaining DC power that keeps you off the grid for longer with no power lines inside. Quite simply, bigger meant longer and heavier. And that's just not Patriot.
But we all grew up. Our families got bigger. Our customers evolved. And after designing the most revolutionary camper trailer in the world more than a decade ago, we realised it was time to accept this impossible challenge and change what bigger meant. And to be fair, the overlanding world's best kept secret is that we've been working on this for years. Conceptualising, building prototypes, and scrapping perfectly acceptable designs that, by industry standards, would have competed with a long-standing market of hybrids and caravans. But it had to be perfect. It had to be Patriot.
The Patriot Camper's R&D is unlike any other. It comes from moments and experiences that seemed, to the world, counterintuitive. Innovation like this was born in the never-never. It's found in the red dust and on sandy shores, under fern canopies and way above the clouds. It revealed itself at race kilometre mark 200. It dances in the flames. We knew we had to change the way we imagined what bigger meant. We knew we had to create something that was unlike anything anyone had seen before. We knew we needed to create a new category. Years of inspiration, years of development, years of testing like no one else does. Years of believing in our original philosophy has all come down to this. The Supertourer. The Patriot Camper's Supertourer ST5 is just 5.2 metres in length, and its targeted weight is an impossible 1,750 kilograms. Its revolutionary off-road racing-inspired in-house developed suspension system has 250 millimetres of travel. And inside, you'll find a luxurious interior that brings 5 stars to under the stars. Its one-touch raising roof has 150 kilogram lifting capacity and is lined with 800 watts of solar panels. A state-of-the-art service module is found in one location, conveniently located for off-the-grid maintenance and simple serviceability. Storage throughout comes in at over 1,500 litres, and the ExoRack system, combined with Molly panelling, means you'll always find a home for your gear.
Outside, you'll find an outdoor kitchen reminiscent of the award-winning Patriot Camper's X range. You'll find beautiful surfaces, ample storage, comfy lounge and dining, and a fold-out queen-size bed. and, of course, an indoor bathroom. So, come with us as we explore, in detail, all of the features that make the ST5 a super tourer, and how we made the impossible unstoppable. The ST5 silhouette is unmistakably Patriot. Designed with weight distribution and low centre of gravity as a critical criteria, its low aerodynamic stance, flared guards, and a combination composite and structural aluminium body give it that classic Patriot styling in an entirely new format. The ST5's familiar front end is inspired by the current Gen 2 X range, with moulded composite man cave and dual gas bottle holders. The shape of the man cave is intentionally designed to deflect rocks and keep your tow vehicle safe, an industry standard design that Patriot campers set 10 years ago.
Above the drawbar, you'll find a convenient ladder that contours the man cave door and gives you access to the rooftop storage and leads you past the wide front porthole window that gives you your first glimpse at the ST5's luxurious interior. The low-profile automated roof of the ST5 is lined with 800 watts of solar panels and features an integrated exo rack rated at 150 kilogram lift capacity that allows for bulk storage such as kayaks, storage boxes, and even a small tinny.
The right side profile of the ST5 features a large 645-litre bulk storage locker and separate service locker that accesses every serviceable component in the ST5.
Here, you'll find two large nautical porthole windows and the sleek angled lines, RGB strip lighting, and laser-cut decals give the ST5 a rugged, dynamic presence on the track. The vertically opening rear entry hatch creates a robust back end with angles and details that will make your towable the envy of your camping convoy. And features another exo rack for storing recovery gear and other off-roading essentials. Rock sliders, side steps, underbody bash guards, and glimpses of the galvanised Ridgilite chassis protect the ST5 from step-ups or drop-offs that even 250 millimetres of suspension travel and 20 degrees of departure angle can't avoid. The left side aesthetically mirrors the right side apart from the discrete electric awning. And here you'll find access to your outdoor kitchen and bulk storage pantry. 33-inch off-road tyres are standard and can be optioned to 35-inch mud terrains, and the Peak-All wheels complete the look of the Patriot Campers Super Tourer.
Weight is the enemy of no limits off-roading, and with this in mind, the construction and design of the Supertourer ST5 has covered all bases when it comes to the lightweight, durable materials used, the construction methods employed, and the positioning of each and every component. The foundation of the ST5 is its Ridgilite hot-dipped galvanized steel chassis, tried and tested on the Patriot Campers X range. Durable and perfectly balanced over a state-of-the-art suspension system, the single variant chassis conveniently houses a spare tyre underneath.
Through FEA analysis, its structure is designed to reduce overall weight, but be strong enough to withstand the harshest conditions Australia and the world has to offer. Within the chassis rails, the expertly positioned water tanks, climate control units, and a space-saving spare wheel keeps the ST5 firmly grounded for stability, but nimble enough to go anywhere. Rock sliders and the same chassis rails that appear on the mighty toy hauler keep the underside of the ST5 from the impacts of extreme off-roading. The lightweight skin of the ST5 is an evolution of the Aerojoint X-Range body construction, as it combines a primarily structural aluminium base with an intentionally sparing use of 30mm composite panels. These composite panels are used for their thermodynamic and insulation properties and are non-corrosive and rot-free, compared to materials like laminate, MDF or timber.
Patriot Campers has a long history with using structural aluminium as a lightweight alternative to other towable body construction. And this can only come from generations of understanding the way aluminium reacts to the dynamics of off-roading. The body of the ST5 is a skin of structural aluminium and composite panels, and is fused together using Aerojoin weldless technology, chemical adhesives, and aeromotive fasteners to improve weight reduction and structural integrity. These insulating materials create a thermal transfer pocket to the living area, which also encapsulates the underbody water tanks, fittings, and fluid lines to ensure the winterization of the ST5 in sub-zero temperatures and keeps it operational in all 4 seasons.
A decade of off-road racing experience has taught us a lot about how different vehicles move across different terrains at different speeds. The nuances of shock absorption, spring rates, suspension geometry, and bump steer are made infinitely more intricate when the vehicle is being towed, where only a Patriot camper could go. This is why the only solution for the Supertourer suspension was an integrated triangulated radius arm solution that's purpose-built for the Ridgely chassis. This is unlike most towable suspension systems that are designed the same, whether they're on a camper trailer or a tandem axle caravan. Trinamic's independently articulating dynamic is unlike anything else found on a towable, and is purpose-built to be lightweight and durable. It's designed to reduce the wheel weight to allow the shock absorbers to function at their optimal level, and keep the tyre in contact with the ground, dramatically improving stability. Patriot Campers has partnered with major suspension partners to give customers the confidence that parts are available anywhere in the world. And Trinamic uses a fully sealed automotive bearing to reduce the service requirements found in other suspension systems, and all consumables can be found at any major automotive parts retailer. A fully sealed bearing lasts up to 10 times longer than a stub axle bearing and is 100% maintenance-free. Stub axle failure is a common failure point on all trailers. The Trinamic suspension system is tuned for 33 and 35-inch off-road tyres, and 285mm disc brakes create smooth stopping and confident power. Patriot Campers has always been about touring and off-the-grid DC power, seemingly out of place at a caravan park. If you have the ability to connect to shore power, you haven't taken a Patriot camper where it's intended to go. As standard, the ST5 comes with 460 amp hours of lithium batteries that are energised by 800 watts of solar power, and a 50 amp charger to enable charging from an Anderson plug on your tow vehicle and maximises solar input. The suite of electronics are controlled by twin electronic management systems, one for inside control and one for outside. And of course, this is all controllable via Bluetooth connectivity to your phone.
A 3000 watt inverter and 240 or 110 volt GPOs allow for appliance charging, and USB-C charging ports can be found throughout. The lighting design on the ST5 adds an element of functional style, and the external RGB strip lighting is dimmable, which can be customised to set the mood at camp, as well as deterring bugs. And, of course, a party mode for when the fire's roaring, the tinnies are open, and the fish from that story is getting bigger and bigger.
The nerve centre of the ST5 is the service locker and is genius in its simplicity. Every single serviceable component and fuses are routed back to this location and can be found behind a single door.
This enables full access and intuitive understanding, guided by a full trailer schematic permanently printed to the inside of the service locker door, for almost anyone to be able to troubleshoot and maintain their trailer, no matter how remote they are at the time.
This offers an unparalleled level of serviceability and troubleshooting because it can be easily maintained by any service technician at any level, anywhere in the world. The ST5's two-touch setup for roof and awning makes it by far the quickest Patriot camper to set up. Rear entry access creates two distinct living areas without sacrificing the communal camping hub of the external kitchen, which has worked so well since the first X1 that revolutionised off-road camping trailers more than a decade ago.
The roof and awning are erected in a matter of seconds and at the touch of a button, and is designed to be easily set up by anyone, leaving you more time to enjoy the view.
The automated awning can be set up in two-pole positions, eliminating the need for pegs or guy ropes in most conditions. If the kitchen is the heart of the home, the Patriot Camper's kitchen is the heart of the campsite. Being out in the elements and experiencing nature has always been a fundamental part of Patriot life. And retaining the external kitchen has allowed for maximum internal living space and positions the bed below the canvas.
But an external kitchen is about more than the love of being out in the elements. An outdoor kitchen provides an obvious amount of extra space when cooking and avoids the smell of cooked foods that lingers in confined spaces.
The additional length of the ST5 has created space for an incredible 110-litre twin-slide pantry and hot and cold sink that rolls out parallel to the fridge slide, which houses a 95-litre dual-zone chest fridge. A chest-style fridge is the only choice for off-roading, compared to a stand-up fridge that can often lead to the destruction of food when the track gets wild. And for the barbecue enthusiasts, there's a handy drop-down table that acts as a grill master's workbench for the barbecue swing-away. The kitchen door converts into a large, scratch-resistant stainless steel preparation area and reveals versatile storage compartments with drawers, partitions, and a dual induction cooker.
Stepping through the rear door of the ST5 transports you from the spectacular beauty of Mother Nature to the refined comforts of a 5-star suite. An obvious nautical influence defines the internal layout and the plush materials and warm, dimmable lighting, making for a cosy escape from the elements. The rear access door complies with international standards, where roadside entry is often illegal depending on which side of the road you drive. The ST5's internal shower and bathroom features a patented double floor conversion that folds over the composting toilet and creates a shower floor that leaves the lavatory completely dry. Elegant tapware, a ceramic above the counter sink, non-slip flooring and ample headroom make the ST5's bathroom the perfect place to freshen up from a day of adventuring. Marble textured storage areas complement the beautiful neutral toned colour scheme of the ST5's fabrics and flooring. And cleverly placed mood lighting with directional lamps highlight the contemporary living space. A U-shaped cafe-style lounge wraps around a dining table that unfolds into the support for the convertible queen-size bed. An optional stowaway bunk is positioned above to add additional sleeping capacity. Waking up in an ST5 to the porthole windows provides a sense of cosy comfort and gives you glimpses of morning light that accents whichever stunning scenery you've chosen for that day. The strategic positioning of the external kitchen is by design and keeps the position of the bed below canvas level, so it doesn't feel like you're camping in a tent, defeating the purpose of a trailer with internal living.
The ST5 features a versatile 3-stage bed and lounge setup that starts the day off as a daybed or cafe seating and ends with the simplicity of a folding bed. And one feature that every good husband will love, the bed retainer keeps your bed made up so you don't have to make it every night.
The cafe table is multi-functioning, and when it's not being used as a solid base for the bed, it becomes a movable, foldable and usable space to dine, to work or to sit with a cuppa.
How you configure the storage on a Patriot camper is an art form that only a Patriot camper's customer will understand. The pride of the perfect pack, shared amongst fellow owners and campers alike, is taken as seriously as who's taken it more remote. That's why the ST5 has been designed with an equal emphasis on capacity and versatility. More than 1,500 litres of storage through the exterior and interior, as well as dual exo-rack systems and molly panels, make loading up the ST5 one of the best parts of your trip. But at the end of the day, a camp chair can only get so small, which is why the storage of bulk camping items like camp chairs, tables, generators or other large items were considered when designing the large, usable storage areas throughout the ST5. And airline tracks in the bulk storage area help to secure your gear for the rough roads ahead.
The ST5 in its standard form is perfect for most touring adventurers, which is why our options and accessories list is designed to tailor your trailer to suit the way you and your family camp.
Off-road ability can be enhanced with optional 35-inch mud terrain tyres, tyre inflation kit, and a 2-way UHF radio. Additional exo-rack bars can be fitted to accommodate an optional recovery board holder with molly panels and a multi-table that converts into a wood rack. The interior of the ST5 can be fitted with a 1.6 metre kids bunk and 24-inch television. And although diesel cabin heating and hot water is standard, for owners south of the equator, reverse cycle air conditioning can be optioned. The ST5 comes standard in white, but can be optioned with a colour pack and peak or wheel combination. A 95-litre dual-zone chest fridge and optional barbecue swing-away round out the options to the external kitchen. Carpet kit lining can be optioned in the storage locker and internal flooring. And the automatic awning can be replaced with a batwing style awning similar to the X-Range. There'll always be a market for a bigger towable, but sticking to the blacktop and carefully reversing into a beachside caravan park just isn't us. Keeping your eyes peeled for low bridges and a place to park just isn't us. Having to turn back just isn't us. The Supertourer ST5 seems to defy the impossible. It's the next step for Patriot campers, and if you're at that point in your life where bigger conflicts with no limits, where more space conflicts with heavier, where head conflicts with hard, maybe it's time to rethink what it means to be bigger. It's not that the ST5 is the lightest and most compact in its class. It's in a class of its own. It's a Supertourer, and if bigger is the only thing that's stopping you from exploring the world in a way a Patriot camper explores, it's time to be unstoppable.